Hey, it's Saturday, December 26th, and you're watching The Great Last Rewatch. Today we're watching the Season 3 episode, The Brig. This is a Locke-centric episode, and much like the episodes Maternity Leave, The Other 48 Days, 3 Minutes, all of the flashbacks take place on the island, with what happens after Locke sees his father in the room where they've got him from the magic box. Basically, the gist of this is that Locke goes with the others. Ben says, you have to kill your father to become another, and Locke can't do it. He gets put up by Ben and embarrassed in front of all the others because he can't do it on his own. And Richard Alpert gives him the information that he needs to find a person who can do it. And then the others leave Locke behind. Back in, current events on the island, Locke has come to get Sawyer to help him kill his father, but he says it's Ben that he's got tied up and he needs somebody to kill Ben, and Sawyer's like, well, I'm not going to kill him, but I'll go with you, and we'll bring him back to the beach camp. And when they get there, Sawyer gets trapped in the brig of the Black Rock with a hooded person who he assumes is Ben, but it actually turns out to be Anthony Cooper. Sawyer doesn't know who this is at first, and then he starts talking about, Anthony Cooper starts talking about how Locke is his son, and he pushed him out a window, and he was paralyzed, and then he died in a plane crash. Anthony Cooper says that this must be hell, which is funny because there was a very popular theory back when the show first aired, during the first season, that the island was in fact purgatory, and they had died in the plane crash, but it was debunked. So, Sawyer then realizes that Anthony Cooper is a con man and puts two together, that he is the con man that killed his parents, and Sawyer becomes so enraged that he strangles Anthony Cooper dead. And then Locke and Sawyer part ways. Locke goes to catch up with the others, and Sawyer goes back to the beach camp with a tape deck that Locke gives him to prove that Juliet is working with the others. Desmond and Hurley and Charlie and Jen have Naomi and Harley's tent, and Desmond says, I don't trust Jack, so they get Saeed to come, and he kind of starts to question her, and, is like, did you really see her helicopter? And is questioning her on all these different things, like he questioned Ben, because he doesn't believe that she actually came from off the island. He thinks that she's another as well. But she proves it to him with the satellite phone, and they are working on it together when Kate stumbles upon them, and she's like, where'd you get that? And so they have to tell her the truth too. And so Kate, because she can't keep a secret, goes to Jack and says, your friends, Charlie, Hurley, Saeed, Jen, have been lying to you because they don't trust you. And Juliet says, Jack, we should tell her. And Jack's like, not yet, and he walks away, and yada, yada, yada. Some interesting points I wanted to bring up. Naomi says her last name is Dorrit, which is is a reference to a novel by Leslie's favorite author, Charles Dickens. Little Dorrit is one of his novels. In the Season 3 special features in the DVD, they do a day of Lost, and they are in the writer's room, and they're talking about this episode and how the original version of the scene where Locke is in the brig with Anthony Cooper was supposed to take place somewhere else, and Richard Malkin was supposed to be there as well, and maybe Richard Malkin was supposed to be the real Sawyer. That would have been weird, right? It's funny, Anthony Cooper also uses nicknames. He calls Ben Bug Eyes when then he's all tied up to that totem pulley thing in the field, and Locke is supposed to kill him in front of all the others. I thought that was pretty funny. All in all, I like this episode. I forgot about this episode, actually. When I was watching it, I was like, oh, what flashback was this? What did we learn about Locke's backstory in this episode? On-island flashback. We're starting to set up a lot for the season finale, so there's not a lot of action. I mean, I know there's a lot of action with the strangling and the killing of Anthony Cooper, but it is a lot of exposition, a lot of, this is what the others are doing, this is what our people are doing. We're setting up the conflict with Juliet, that she's working for the others, being a double agent sort of thing. So, the next couple of episodes are really great. Leslie, you're back tomorrow with The Man Behind the Curtain, and we're getting ready to wrap up Season 3, so see you guys later. Bye.
We're gonna need to watch that again.